Choices you can make today. A Stoic path to inner strength. There comes a moment each day when we are confronted with choices. Most of us see these choices as small, inconsequential, but deep within, we know better. Every decision is a step on the path, leading us either toward strength or toward weakness, toward growth or toward stagnation. And it is in these moments of choice that we shape our lives, whether we are conscious of it or not. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who sought to master the self in a world filled with chaos, remind us that the choices we make today ripple through eternity. You have power over your mind, not outside events, said Marcus Aurelius. Realize this, and you will find strength. The wisdom of the Stoics offers us a map, not to control the external world, but to gain mastery over ourselves. Let us reflect on the choices we can make today, right now, that will lead us closer to the life of strength, resilience, and purpose that we seek. 1. Choose to focus only on what you can control. One of the central pillars of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. We spend too much time and energy fretting over the things we cannot change, the opinions of others, the past, the future, or the chaotic twists of fate. But this is wasted energy. Today, we can choose to release that burden. We can make the decision to focus only on what we control, our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The world may throw storms in our path, but we always have the choice to stand firm, to weather those storms with calm resolve. When we accept that so much lies beyond our influence, we liberate ourselves from the chains of worry. In that liberation, we find peace and clarity. We can choose to be steady, even when the winds of life blow fiercely. 2. Choose to master your emotions. Destructive emotions. Anger, fear, jealousy, anxiety, these are the fires that consume our inner peace. We are often ruled by them, slaves to their whims, allowing them to drive our actions. But the Stoics remind us that we have the power to govern our emotions, to prevent them from ruling over us. Seneca wrote, "A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is." Our emotions are not external forces we must obey. They are signals, and we can choose how to interpret them. Today, we can choose to observe our emotions, to acknowledge them, but not to be controlled by them. When anger arises, choose patience. When fear tightens its grip, choose courage. When jealousy whispers in your ear, choose contentment. In each of these choices, we strengthen the will. In each decision, we become less reactive, more in command of our inner world. 3. Choose to practice gratitude. How often do we look at the world and see only what we lack? Our modern minds are trained to desire more, to want more wealth, more comfort, more recognition. But in this endless striving, we lose sight of the treasures we already possess. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor philosopher, urged himself daily to appreciate the simple things, writing, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you don't have, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours." Today, let us choose gratitude. Let us take a moment to reflect on what we already have. A body that moves, a mind that thinks, the gift of another day. Gratitude grounds us in the present moment and reminds us that we have enough. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. And in that shift, we find contentment. Choose to act with purpose. Each day presents us with countless opportunities to act, to spend our time on meaningful pursuits, or to let it slip through our fingers in idle distractions. The Stoics believed that time is the most valuable resource we possess, and wasting it is the greatest loss of all. "Stop letting yourself be pulled in all directions," wrote Marcus Aurelius. Concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice. Today, we can choose to live with purpose. We can make the decision to stop drifting through life, to stop wasting time on things that don't matter. We can decide right now to take action, no matter how small, toward our highest goals. Whether it's working on a passion project, building meaningful relationships, or simply taking care of our health, acting with intention today shapes the person we become tomorrow. 5. Choose to accept imperfection. Perfection is an illusion, and the pursuit of it is a trap. We often delay action, fearing that we aren't ready, that we aren't perfect enough, that we might fail. But failure is not the enemy. Inaction is. The Stoics remind us to embrace imperfection, both in ourselves and in the world. You must build up your life action by action, and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible. And no one can keep you from this, wrote Marcus Aurelius. Today we can choose to act, even if we are not perfect. We can choose to do the best we can with the knowledge that growth is a process. We can decide to be kind to ourselves in our imperfections, and in that kindness, we find the strength to keep moving forward. 6. Choose to reflect and improve. The Stoics believed in the power of reflection. Each day they would look inward, examine their actions, and ask themselves where they could improve. Self-reflection is not an act of self-criticism, but a way to learn, to grow, to move closer to the ideal we seek to embody. Seneca advised, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Each day is a new chance to refine ourselves, to grow wiser and stronger than we were the day before. We don't need to be perfect. We need only to be better than yesterday. Today, we can choose to reflect. We can take a moment to ask ourselves, what choices have I made today? Have they brought me closer to the life I want? In that reflection, we find the guidance to improve. The power of choice. Life is a series of choices, and each one shapes our character, our destiny. We are not victims of fate. We are the architects of our own lives. The Stoics believed that the greatest freedom lies in the choices we make. We may not control the external world, but we control ourselves. And in mastering ourselves, we master life. Today, we stand before countless choices. Will we choose to live with purpose, to act with courage, to master our emotions? Will we choose to be grateful for what we have, to accept imperfection, and to reflect on how we can improve? The power to choose is ours, and in that power lies our freedom. Let us not waste another moment drifting through life. Let us choose today to live with strength, with purpose, with wisdom. For the choices we make today define the life we will live tomorrow.